Welcome to the Beetlejuice My GM mode. If you enjoy wrestling, check out the other videos in the channel. Me, Gilly, and Luis, we do a little universe mode. We commentate over wrestling. We watch the computers wrestle. We draft. We build our own brands. If you enjoy this, you'll enjoy that. Like the video, subscribe. Check out the playlist for other videos. There's a Discord and Instagram. And enjoy the video and have a nice day. It is the end of Season 2, and we're getting ready for Season 3, which means a new draft. But before that, we get a recap of what our wrestlers were looking like at the end of Season 2. We have Robert Roode with a 12-17 record, our current Universal Champion. He joins John Cena as the only wrestler to win all the awards for the men. One-time Universal Champion, two-time Intercontinental Champion, one-time Tag Team Champion, one-time Slapnuts MVP. We have Ali Brawler, our women's champ, who started off 0-2 and it just went on a 6-0 run. 6-2 record, one-time women's champ, one-time MVP. Ali Brawler was crazy in the last two episodes. We have Seth freaking Rollins, double champ, beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, 4-5 record, two-time Intercontinental Champion, lost it and then won it back, and one-time Tag Team Champion. Then we have Seth's tag team partner, Bret the Hitman Hart, with a 13-13 record, two-time Universal Champion, one-time Tag Champ, and two-time Slapnuts MVP. We have one half of our women's tag team champions, Mommy Rhea Ripley, with a 7-6 record, one-time Tag Champ, one-time MVP. Then we have the other half of the women's tag champs, Lacey Evans, 4-6 record, one-time Tag Champ. Then we have the leader of the C Nation, John Cena, who only had one match last episode and he lost the tag titles, but 19-14 record, four-time Universal Champion, two-time Intercontinental Champion, two-time Tag Team Champion, and four-time MVP. We have Bayley, who had a 15-13 record, two-time Women's Champ, two-time MVP. We have Lita, who was 13-12, two-time Women's Champ, two-time MVP. We have Asuka, who we gave her a women's championship match last episode against Ali Brawler. She was not able to get it done. Ali Brawler was ready for Asuka, but Asuka finishes with a 16-13 record, two-time women's tag champ. We have Nikita Lyons with a 7-4 record, one-time tag champ, one-time MVP. We have Stone Cold Steve Austin with a 12-11 record, one-time Universal Champion, one-time Slapnuts MVP. We have The Undertaker, who last episode lost the tag titles, won the Intercontinental Championship, then lost it. He has a 13-13 record, one-time Intercontinental Champion, two-time Tag Champ, and one-time Slapnuts MVP. We have Logan Paul with an 11-17 record, three-time Universal Champion, one-time Slapnuts MVP. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, with a 15-19 record, one-time Universal Champion, three-time Intercontinental Champion. We have the Rated R Superstar Edge with a 5-6 record, one-time Universal Champion, one-time Slapnuts MVP. We have LA Knight, with a 4-8 record, one-time Intercontinental Champion, one-time Tag Champ. We have The Miz, who I really thought John Cena was going to be the first wrestler to hit the big 20, but no, The Miz is 10-20, one-time Intercontinental Champion, one-time Tag Champ. We have Bianca Belair, who had a 7-12 record, one-time women's champ. Then we have the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, who looks like his hot streak might be over as he has a 6-7 record. We have Dakota Kai, aka King Coda, at a 3-7 record. We have Randy Orton, who did not have a good season at all. No championships, just a 3-11 record. We have Stacy Keibler with a 2-10 record. We have Nikki Bella with a 0-9 record. I think that's the longest losing streak we've ever seen. Even if it isn't, that's just the worst record we've ever seen. Now it's time we give the Slapnuts MVP to the male and female superstars who were the best last episode, and the male Slapnuts MVP is Seth freaking Rollins. Who else could it be? This man won not one, but two championships last episode. This man was just a winner, and now he has the MVP trophy.
Better start believing in Seth Rollins.
And the female Slapnuts MVP goes to Ali Brawler. yet again, 2 weeks in a row. The women's didn't really have that many impressive records, winning wise or championship wise. No championships changed, but Ali Brawler went 2-0, and she had phenomenal matches. Had she not got injured, she would have had more matches. But once again, don't know what to put for her. So 2-time MVP. Alright, it is the draft for Season 3, and like last season, we get to pick 3 wrestlers that we get to keep. Obviously, we're picking Seth, double champ, one of our most popular wrestlers. Now, this is where it gets tough, a lot of wrestlers, sentimental feelings, who I want to keep. I'm looking at the popularity. The Miz has a 90 pop, he has 93 stamina. I didn't use The Miz that much. I'm thinking about The Miz, and The Miz gotta be the one. He has to be. I'm also looking at my other options. A lot of wrestlers. I did a good job with the pop. I mean, look at Seth at 100. I decided to keep the Universal Champion Bobby Roode at a 97. And it came between Sheamus and The Miz. That 90 pop to 97, but the stamina is really what played a factor. So Sheamus I said goodbye to, and The Miz stays on SmackDown. You see some of the wrestlers kept. Charlotte's gone, but Karen's on Raw still. Raw with the first pick selects Mace. Then we go to NXT, pick Santos Escobar. Then we bring John Cena right back to SmackDown. Raw brings back Akira Tozawa. NXT goes and picks up Gunther. And then we go and we pick up the Queen straight from Raw. Raw then goes to pick up Liv Morgan, replace the Queen. NXT brings back Raquel. And then we go and we felt bad about Sheamus, so we brought him back. Raw steals Bianca Belair from us. NXT picks up AJ Styles. And we pick up the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Karrion Kross getting drafted to Monday Night Raw. Braun Strowman getting drafted to NXT. And then we go and we see Finn Balor, another Raw wrestler. We pick him up. Damian Priest then gets selected to Monday Night Raw. NXT goes for Sami Zayn. And then we go and we pick up Tyler Bate. Raw did steal Bayley from us. NXT goes for Austin Theory. And then we go and we bring back Nikita Lyons. Raw picks up Zoe Stark. Then NXT goes and picks up R-Truth. And then we go and we bring back the King Coda. Giovanni Vinci goes to Monday Night Raw. NXT gets Mia Yim. And then we pick up Queen Zelina. And that's our roster. You can see Vince in the background. Raw's last pick is Dragunov. Not really going to try saying that first name. You see the roster. NXT picks up Dana Brooke with their last pick. And you see NXT. This is the recap of the draft. I mean, Raw took some of our wrestlers. We took a lot of Raw's wrestlers. We lost a lot of good people today. We have Triple H with the traditional. I'm excited to see how the show goes. Xavier Woods doing a little bit of smack talk. And then we have The Miz, who he's upset about his losses. It's not our fault. We use our Birth of Legends power card to boost up 6 of our wrestlers, which it only was wasted on Seth since he was at 100, but we got some good hits. Then we continue to screw over Raw by using the double cost. And finally, we use our Legend Whisperer to pick up the one and only Trish Stratus, Stratusfaction. SmackDown's top wrestler, Cena versus Raw's top wrestler, Finn, one-on-one. Finn Balor beats Cena. He's ready to dominate SmackDown. Starts a rivalry. We need more faces, so we turn Seth Rollins face. We have Charlotte, the Queen of Raw, versus Nikita for the women's title, and Charlotte dominates Raw and SmackDown.
I don't need you anymore.
Charlotte continues to dominate as she's our champ. Miz has pop to give, so he does advertising. Dakota versus Queen Zelina versus Trish, and King Coda picks up the win. Can she turn things around this season? Sheamus is advertising because he has pop to spare, giving Tyler Bate a chance against the champ, and Robert Roode is too glorious. NXT starts off R-Truth versus Santos versus Braun Extreme Rules, and Santos Escobar picks up the win. Still no promos though. Commander Aziz versus Gunther. He has a new opponent in the ring general. Gunther destroys the Commander. Gigi versus Raquel, women's champion, and Raquel picks up the win against the champ. Ooh, starts a rivalry. AJ versus Austin Theory, one-on-one main event, and the Phenomenal One picks up the win. We took Charlotte, they took Bayley, and Bayley goes one-on-one with Zoe Stark, and she immediately loses her debut on Raw. Mace calls out Rick Boogs. Akira Tozawa versus Dragunov. I can't even say his first name. Akira Tozawa picks up the win, starts a rivalry. Then we have Giovanni Vinci doing a self-promo. Damian Priest versus Karrion Kross Iron Man match. Damian Priest picks up the win. Rick Boogs cuts a self-promo. Wow, 95 pop. Liv versus Karen for the women's title, and Liv picks up the win against Karen. And look at us at the top.
I love money, 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 money.
Tyler Breeze immediately hits us back with a double cost. And then we have Triple H letting us know we've been hit. Tyler Breeze said he got payback after what we did. It's on. It's wartime. Zelina wants a rematch against Dakota. It's King versus Queen. Who will win? You got it. Former rivals Cena and Seth team up against The Miz and Roman for the tag titles. But it doesn't matter that Finn ran in. They still win, but they won by DQ, so no tag champs. Zelina switches so she could feud with Dakota. Charlotte versus Trish one-on-one. Charlotte Flair picks up the win. No rivalry, though. Sheamus still doing advertising. We need the money. He has the pop. Nikita versus Dakota one-on-one. Dakota Kai, 2 wins in a row. Ooh, she might be on fire. Fire. Tyler Bates versus Robert Roode for the Universal title, and Roode picks up the win. Sami Zayn versus Braun tables match. Santos runs in on Braun, and Sami Zayn picks up the win against the Monster Among Men. Then you have R-Truth doing a self-promo. Commander Aziz goes against Humberto. They didn't draft Humberto. They signed him. Good thing I noticed that. AJ Styles calls out Austin Theory. Mia Yim versus Dana Brooke one-on-one, and Mia Yim picks up the win against Dana. Then you have Gunther cutting a self-promo. Rematch Raquel versus Gigi. Can Gigi revenge the loss she got? And she does as she beats Raquel one-on-one. Karrion Kross versus Damian Priest versus Mace for the WWE title, and Karrion Kross picks up the win. Newly drafted to Raw, new champ, Zoe Stark versus Bianca. She moved on from Bayley, and it doesn't matter. She still picks up a win against 2 former SmackDown wrestlers. Giovanni versus Rick Boogs versus Akira Tozawa for the US title. Rick Boogs picks up the win. No Finn Balor to torment him. Bayley versus Nikki in an Iron Woman match, and Bayley gets her first win on Raw. I miss Beetlejuice.
It's funny.
Right.
It's not fucking funny.
Then we have Tyler Breeze upset. I forgot to show that we pulled a veto star. We got revenge on Tyler Breeze. And the Miz is upset he got a loss. It's not our fault, Miz. Cena's upset. Finn attacked him. He wants a match. You got it, Cena. You're the man. Then we end up signing Drew McIntyre. We start off SmackDown, Seth versus Roman. That's why we turn Seth face. And Roman Reigns wins the Intercontinental Championship.
Acknowledge me.
You respect your tribal chief, motherfucker.
The Tribal Chief has won. Tyler Bates does a promo for advertising. Cena versus Finn one-on-one, and Finn beats Cena back-to-back. It's not looking good for John. Robert Roode doing some advertising. We have Dakota versus Zelina tables match, and Zelina finally beats Dakota. Dakota not undefeated this season anymore. Miz does some advertising. Charlotte versus Nikita one-on-one, no title, and Charlotte Flair picks up the win. On to NXT, we have Shotzi last woman standing match against Raquel. Raquel picks up the win, a mediocre match, no promos. AJ versus Gunther one-on-one. AJ Styles picks up the win against the Ring General. Gigi versus Dana Brooke tables match. They really switched rivalries, huh? Whatever. Gigi picks up the win. Natalya versus Mia Yim Iron Woman match one-on-one, and Natalya picks up the win. Women tag titles on the line. Nikki, Zoe versus Bayley and Karen. Karen tried to replace Charlotte with Bayley. It did not work. Karen gets injured. Heath Manhattan promo. Dragunov versus Akira Extreme Rules. Dragunov picks up the win. Nikki and Zoe tag champs. Liv Morgan calls out. I don't know who that is. Men tag title. Ricochet and Rowdy Piper pick up the win against Mace and Giovanni. Ooh, someone got injured. Bianca does a promo. Damian Priest versus Karrion Kross Iron Man match. Ooh, Damian Priest immediately beats Karrion for the title, and we're still at the top. We have Zelina thanking us for the rematch against Dakota, and I looked, it was Ricochet that got injured on Raw. Then we have Seth Rollins not happy he lost the title to the Tribal Chief, and we tell him, you got the match, Seth. I vetoed Raw Stars once, and I didn't show it. This time I'm going to show it. I was looking at it, I'm tempted. I see the Macho Man Randy Savage, and you know what, it's time. It's Macho Man time to SmackDown.
3 minutes of playtime.
We give Seth his rematch against Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental title match. Last man standing, and Rollins burns it down. He wins back the title. We turn Macho Man into a heel. Trish and Zelina versus Charlotte Dakota. Nikita runs in on Charlotte, and Trish and Queen Zelina, your new women's tag champs. Sheamus cuts a promo. The Miz goes against the newly acquired Drew McIntyre, and the Miz just can't win at all. Drew picks up the win. Tyler Bates versus Robert versus Finn versus Cena combine their rivalries, and Cena picks up the win. We have NXT R-Truth versus Austin Theory, last man standing match, and Austin Theory, A-Town down. Say it out loud. Natalya cuts a promo. NXT tag titles, Humberto, Gunther versus Carmelo Hayes and Braun. Gunther and Humberto, new tag champs, the Ring General. Commander Aziz does a promo. Mia Yim, Extreme Rules versus Dana Brooke. And Dana Brooke picks up the win against Mia Yim. Then we have Sami Zayn doing some charity. What a nice guy. Shotzi versus Raquel, steel cage match. Ooh, Shotzi picks up the win and injures Raquel. On to Raw, we have Mace versus Rick Boogs versus the newly acquired Rowdy Piper. Rick Boogs picks up the win. Bianca calls out Doudrop. Then you have Dragunov versus Akira Tozawa. They're loving this rivalry on Raw so far, and it does an okay. Then we have Giovanni Vinci doing a promo. Zoe Liv versus Quinn and Bailey. There we go. Zoe and Liv pick up the win. Doudrop cuts a promo. And now Priest defends his title against Karrion Kross. Will it switch yet again? Nope. Damian Priest holds on to it like we hold on to it, the lead.
Probably like I'm playing with you.
We then have Tyler Breeze attacking us. Triple H letting us know our stock's limited. Seth Rollins happy with the rematch. We did what we did. Then we have Robert Roode telling us he wants to team up with Sheamus. That's one interesting matchup. You got it. I looked at free agency and he's available. LA Knight's available, so you know I had to pick him up, yeah. Starting off Survivor Series, we have Charlotte Flair versus Nikita for the women's title, and Charlotte Flair just wins again. I think she's undefeated this episode. Macho Man cuts a promo. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental title. Seth Rollins beats the Tribal Chief. We then have Finn doing some advertising. He doesn't get to feud with Cena because we have Drew and Cena versus Sheamus and Miz for the tag titles. And Cena wins the titles yet again.
His name is John Cena!
He don't need Undertaker. He got Drew. LA Knight does a promo. Then we have Trish versus Dakota versus Queen Zelina. Triple threat, and Dakota picks up the win in an okay match. Then we have Robert Roode defending the Universal title against Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate picks up the win, new champ. On to NXT, we have Braun Strowman versus Santos in an Extreme Rules match, and Braun Strowman puts the hurt on Santos. Gigi calls out Raquel, one of them's injured. Carmelo Hayes versus Gunther tables match. Carmelo Hayes has a lot of gold, but Gunther picks up the win. Karrion Kross cuts a promo. Then we have Sami Zayn versus Commander Aziz tables match. Who's going to pick up this win as Commander Aziz picks up the wins against Sami Zayn? I was going to say Tyler Breeze. R-Truth cuts a promo. Natalya versus Mia Yim tables match. Natalya puts Mia Yim through that table with smoothness. Shotzi cuts a promo. Austin Theory versus AJ Styles, last man standing match. This should be to end their rivalry, and I took so long to simulate this match, but Austin Theory wins. There we go. On to Raw's Survivor Series, Mace versus Rick Boogs, last man standing match. Rick Boogs picks up the win, continues the rivalry. Then we have Giovanni cutting a promo. Tag match again, Bailey and Quinn versus Liv and Nikki, we have Nikita, and Quinn and Bailey pick up the win, and then I don't know who is Dewey Carter called out Giovanni. Raw loves their enhancement talent. I don't think NXT picks up any enhancement talent. It's really crazy when you think about it. Bianca versus Doudrop Iron Woman match, and it's a draw. This is why I don't do Iron Man matches. Too complicated for me. No more promos for NXT. Piper versus Doink the Clown in a last man standing match, and Piper picks up the win against Doink. Then you have Akira Tozawa versus Dragunov in a backstage brawl. Is this to end their rivalry? Did they have a rivalry? Dragunov picks up the win. Yep, ends the rivalry. Just like how we're ending the competition. Then we have Xavier Woods asking how we top the charts, and it's just because we're that damn good. We're Beetlejuice slash Vince McMahon. Then we have The Miz. He's upset with all the losses. Like, Miz, I give you opportunity. You had the chance to win the tag titles, and you're upset. It's not my fault. Endless losing streak, that's not on me. But you know what, Miz? You have a really good pop. I'll give you the money, man. Then we have Trish. She wants a match in Toronto. She got it. And then it's shake up time. We boost up all our female wrestlers, Mike skills by +3. You see how it goes. I hope you all enjoy this new season. Have a nice day. See you next time.